Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your Divine Masculine reading. So today we'll focus on DM energy, at least for this reading, this video, and we'll see what their energy is, what their intentions are, and what kind of actions are they taking at this time. Thank you for joining me today. This is a general reading, so please remember to take only what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or comment below the video. I'm gonna start right away with an oracle card, and then we'll get to the main tarot reading and our questions. If we have time, I will also pull some messages from Divine Masculine to Feminine from the Hermit Tarot deck. Right, we got something. Taking shelter. The answers are within. So Divine Masculines are strongly feeling this need to go within and to think how to connect with their inner feminine, to figure out how they're feeling, and analyze that, think about it. I mean, that's the masculine approach, right? Analyze it before taking new actions. In the bottom of the deck here we have fogged in. Go slow, take time. Yeah, so it's also feminine energy. So rather than, it's yin rather than yang, right? This is about being, it's about experiencing, it's about observing what's going on. When you're in a deep fog, you can't really move very quickly, right? But the fact that your vessel is moving slowly actually gives you a chance to observe what's going on, to notice details, right? To appreciate it more. Maybe not details like a very big picture, but at least what's in your immediate surroundings. It's an important frame of focus, right? Not even talking about the forest, it's still about the trees, but noticing certain aspect of the tree, maybe who lives in that tree, on the tree, what's the life cycle of a tree, those kind of things. So it's still whatever is closest, to Divine Masculine. So take shelter and go slow, pretty much. That's what we see. Okay, I'm gonna be using my Souls and Fire deck today for the main read. I will pull some clarifiers as well. So, what's happening with Divine Masculine energy on 5D level right now? What is the energy like at this time? Okay, I've got 9 of Wands. What are DM's, let me shuffle first. What are DM's intentions towards this journey and this connection? What are their intentions at this time? Page of Pentacles. Little boy, student. But they want to learn. So that's the beginning, I would say. It's part of the awakening process. And now that I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, I shuffled the Clarified deck, and at the bottom I'm seeing Judgment. So yeah, it's the beginning of the awakening. And what action are they taking? What action are they deciding to take? Okay. Queen of Cups, love it. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Yes. So they're stepping into the power, but notice this purple robe. It's bringing my attention to the crown chakra and crown Emperor. But in this case, it's more about finding this Emperor within, kind of like being an Emperor on the energetic level before you can be an Emperor in real life. That sort of idea. So it's not like fake it till you make it, because we know that a lot of masculines do that, right? It's everywhere around us, where people are trying to look more masculine, more courageous, more decisive, stronger than they actually are. And you can see fear in their body language, in their eyes, in the way they communicate, but they're still trying to put on a good face on it, right? To sell it. So this is about seeing that selling it is no longer working. It works for a little while, but then it breaks. The mask falls off and it just doesn't lead to success of whatever the reason why masculines are doing this. So you need to be the Emperor on the inside first. That's what they're getting now. They're trying to wrap their mind around that idea. Maybe not in those exact words, but with that meaning in mind. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers. I hope you like my tree, by the way. I decided to, like I promised, to do more readings with the tree in December. And I'm actually trying to be closer to it so you can see more of a tree and less of the white door behind me. But it also means that I'm almost sitting on a tree, so yeah, it's an interesting sensation. It's a very big tree and I like it actually, I love it. Please clarify Page of Pentacles for the intentions. Okay, please clarify Queen of Cups. Oof. Bottom of the deck here, Two of Wands. Yeah, so making a choice to work on the inner side of their personality. Not on the public image, but what they're looking at, right? Yeah, so I'm getting this kind of contrast between what they're presenting to the world and what they see in the mirror when they look at themselves when there's nobody around, right? And they understand that they need to sort of find harmony and fall in love and take care of that person in the mirror first, before they can actually present a masculine picture, confident picture to the public. Okay, so for the energy, we had Nine of Wands, and it's clarified by Ace of Cups. So guess what? This look within and realization on what true love is scaring them. Because, and why? Because they realize that it's a new sensation, it's a new feeling, that they're only learning now what it is. They've never really felt it before. Big aha moment, and it's scary. And yes, unfortunately, they first realize it from their feelings and their energetic pull to the feminine. I haven't heard of any DM yet who actually start, and even not that many DFs either, who start the journey from self-love and taking care of themselves. The majority of us on Twinflame journey, we get, you know, inspired, we get that hit of inspiration and energy from our twin flame. So, and then of course Divine Feminine has quite a different journey than the DMs do. And DMs continue to kind of focus outside on what's happening around them and how they need to do XYZ in their life. And guess what? Yes, they are starting to look within after they recognize how different this connection is to their Divine Feminine. And sometimes it happens at the same time when they're starting to look within at their life. Sometimes this energetic pull, this passion, this desire for a Divine Feminine comes first. And then when the regular behavior, the pattern that they use to get together, or to get some DF's interest in some shape or form, those things do not work the way they would work with the karmic relationship, because this is so special. It breaks, like I was saying, with this emperor figure. If you're trying to or they're trying to put a brave face or a strong face without having the foundation inside, it just breaks. And of course, with Divine Feminine and Twin Flame union, it's supposed to be real. You can't fake it. And they understand after a while that it's just so special. They still have all this pull, all this energy. They start having all these deep feelings of how they want to be close, how much DF plays in their, how big of a role Divine Feminine plays in their life. But it's so different from what they've experienced ever before, including their childhood, that it scares them. That's the energy where they're at. But eventually it's gonna get them to looking within and realizing, like, so what do I do about it? Because for a while you get stuck in that sort of state and you freak out, but then at some point you get exhausted and you need a way out, right? And maybe you'll have a few cycles where you're trying an easy way out, but then you still understand that somehow it doesn't work like that. You need to do something better. So eventually they'll get there. So for what they're wishing for in the connection. Page of Pentacles clarified by Ten of Swords. Yeah, so there's a lot of pain from the previous experience. And I feel like in this case, it's both directly connected with DF and like the common communication, like whatever was said or done in the past, and still the pain is still lingering. But it's also waking up their past pain from relationships, from other relationships in their life. But like I said, because they're now kind of rediscovering the concept of love for themselves, then they're getting into this page mode, Page of Pentacles, because now they obviously need to rediscover what it means in terms of their communication, their behavior, right? What are they supposed to do so it's not painful anymore? Because they now can compare, they have some beautiful experiences. They know how the soul reacts when they are with their divine feminine, and they want more of that. But they're still trying to figure out what it depends on, because they have, you know, beautiful experiences and they have painful experiences. So they're still trying to figure it out. That's the learning process. They're trying to learn. That's the intention. There we go. For the action they're taking, I see Queen of Cups. It's interesting because actually the way the cards fell out were like the Page and the Queen of Cups, they were looking at each other. So guess what? This is the Divine Masculine at this time. And this is how they see Divine Feminine. That you got it going on. You are already at that very mature spiritual level where you have a much better grasp on what love is and how to do love in relationship. What we have for clarifiers is actually interesting because we have Page of Wands. So yeah, we didn't have that page yet, no. We have the Tower and we have the Chariot. So yeah, another learning curve for Divine Masculine. They are trying to move forward, but they're being stopped. Like every time they want to go too fast, they feel overconfident and the universe stops them and they get a Tower moment. Like, yeah, no, it's not gonna work, sorry. Not this time, not this with this person, you know, you gotta do the work. You can't just rush into it. And so they're asked to, again, to be the Page, to feel, you know, what their intuition is telling them, to get in touch with the higher power, whatever they believe in, and ask for help. Ask the angels, the ancestors, the divine for some guidance. But don't just rush out of, you know, the previous patterns of how they would do things. Even if they feel insecure that Divine Feminine in this beautiful image of hers, you know, may either change her mind or, you know, somebody else will approach her and will, you know, get into a relationship with her. There is some fear, but the Divine Feminine is an inspiration in this reading, in this situation. It's an inspiration, and on the one hand, that's why they want to go so fast, so, you know, rush into this. And on the other hand, that's what's given them the Tower moments and the learning experience. Okay, so let's get some messages from Divine Masculines. What would they like to tell Divine Feminines at this time? Alright, got a few. I'm gonna go with this. Another purple card, I like this. You have so many choices and options. Yeah, like I said with this last one, they have some fear that you are so beautiful that you can just get swept off your feet by somebody else before they're ready. Gossip only hurts more. So this is only for some of you, I'm hearing. But yeah, it's a time where they realize that not everything people are telling them is true, and not even just in the regular sense of a gossip of like, yeah, when people are inventing things to have some fun, but also if even those who seemingly have good intentions towards them and are wishing for the best, sometimes they will provide wrongful advice and you know, wrong information just because of their ignorance. So not everything they're saying is actually true and should be followed. And last but not least, will you choose me? Yeah, to continue the topic of them having some insecurities at this point. And even on the energetic level with the Nine of Wands, we can see that fear. Because this is so special and so big, it almost automatically creates fear that what is gonna happen if this isn't gonna work out? like their heart will be broken, but like 100 times more than it was had been broken before with other people. So yeah, I would say that's the general topic. That's what masculines are overcoming, and the universe is trying to guide them to go within and kind of pay more attention to how they're feeling and why, and help them transmute and release and work through those patterns, rather than try to do a lot on the outside and most probably distract themselves from what is going on within. Okay, guys, I hope this has been useful for you. I'll be back very soon with my usual daily reading. And for now, I'm saying bye, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon.